Alright, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of the return to the SWF. We are here in our post-Awesome Impact 2020 show. I paused there for a second because unusually like me, so I don't know if I've ever gone into details of how I pre-book, but I got a spreadsheet, and what I do is every time there's a pay-per-view, I pre-book the next month in advance. I feel like it's the best way for me to get continuity across episodes while also not pre-booking so far ahead that if major changes happen, like somebody gets way more over than I'm expecting, like Adam Smasher, then he's not like booked like a mid-carder for 3 months, or if somebody I managed to steal from TCW or 21CW, like a huge guy, I don't have to wait too long to add him into my plans, and if he's a big enough deal, I'll even rewrite. So usually I'll like pre-book that all in one day and then not record. And I'm remembering why, because I just finished pre-booking it like an hour and a half ago, and I completely forgot for a minute where we were. So forgot I gotta let that sit, but it's a little too late to say that you're sorry now, as we are here for the post Supreme TV show, and we have 3 matches pre-booked. 2 were announced on social media, which means I didn't actually run an angle for pre-booking. And 1 was actually pre-booked, I believe, on the pay-per-view. Yes, I know on the pay-per-view because Steven Parker and Jimmy Hernandez were jumped by Team Sexy and Brandon James and Spencer Spade, thanks to Joe Sexy and Chris Angel having some sort of an agreement. And so now we have this 3v3 where it is Robbie Retro, Steven Parker, and Jimmy Hernandez versus Bear Bukowski, Spencer Spade, and Brandon James. We will also be opening the show with Finn Bruiser versus Robbie Wright, Finn Bruiser's second matchup in the save after making his shocking debut victory against Makutsi. Will he be able to continue his momentum up against Robbie Wright? And then we have Charger Siaki versus Angry Gilmore. Not the biggest stacked card on the planet, but there's more to come, obviously. No news. No news really happened other than Remo wants $1 billion to not get fucking angry. He got hurt like once, like 4 months ago. I gave him $100,000 then. I gave him another $100,000. He's still fucking mad, so whatever, who cares? I forgot to pick the venue, so we're going to do that now. I've never been to the Great Lakes. We'll go to the Great Lakes. I think we're all good. We're going to be in Illinois, so that might be horrible. Might go horrible for us, but yeah, I think that's all we need to discuss. So let's get into the show. We open the show with our boy, the SWF World Heavyweight, still the SWF World Heavyweight Champion, the motherfucking Crippler. He comes out, and he's just got this shit-eating grin on his face. He's like, 2-0, guys. 2-0. Transitional champion, right? Oh, novelty project. Only champion because of Scythe. You can say whatever you want, but I have continued to prove everybody wrong. I've continued to dismantle every competitor thrown my way, and I might even, dare I say, there's nobody left that can even challenge me and have an actual claim for this belt. And then someone's music hits, and it catches a lot of people off guard because, well, they're both heels because it's Remo's music that hits. And Remo comes out, and Crippler's just looking at him like, what the fuck do you want? And Remo's just like, don't give me that look. You know damn well why I'm out here. And you know damn well what I'm about to say is the truth. Because Crippler, you've been dismantling people every month, but I've been destroying them. I'm the only legitimate man on this roster left who actually has a reason to challenge for that title. I should be the World Heavyweight Champion right now, not you. You won a multi-man match to fight for that title. I didn't have to get pinned. Okay? I haven't been pinned since the new year. I almost said the start of the save. I haven't been pinned since the new year. There's nobody on my level. There's not a single person employed by this company who even has a valid reason to fight for this title. And then our general manager, Eric Eisen's music hits. And he stays at the top of the ramp. Crippler and Remo, they're in the ring, but Eric stays at the top of the ramp, and he says, Remo, I got to agree with you. Over the past 2.5 months, you have done nothing but prove your worth to this company. So, as a reward, at The World Is Watching, you will get your main event World Heavyweight Championship match. And I hate to say it, but there's a reason I'm just kind of giving it to you. And that reason is I have somebody handpicked by me to challenge for that World Heavyweight title. There's been some negotiations, and I've granted this man a World Heavyweight Championship match. So, Remo, while you will get your world title match at the pay-per-view, it's going to be a triple threat match. You versus the Crippler versus my guy. And that gets boos. He pauses. He doesn't reveal who it is. It stays a secret. I'm not editing anything. You can see my mouse move. I don't know if you guys have caught on, but I'll just export a frame and hide shit so you can't see it. And if my mouse don't move, that means that's what's happening. So that's been announced, and Crippler's just looking at Eric like, Eric, what the hell did I do to deserve this? Eric, I swear to God, you couldn't run a train on a train track. You're so stupid, Eric. And Eric's just like, what? Crippler, that wasn't even funny. If you're going to insult me, at least have it be fun. You know what? Just for that, Remo and my guy, they're set for the pay-per-view. They're going to be in that World Championship match. However, Crippler, you might not. See, you shouldn't have pissed me off there, Crippler, because now, in the main event, we're going to have a triple threat match. And the winner will take you on next week for your World Heavyweight Championship. That's right, Crippler. You got to defend your belt next week, and that will be you earning your shot into your own championship match. And the Crippler is just outraged. 86 rated segment. I almost forgot. Let me pull up the spreadsheet on my phone just in case there's any more big surprises. I don't want to fuck myself and have to edit. Alright, so we open with Finn Bruiser and Robbie Wright, and they don't seem to click, but that's fine. Finn Bruiser got a 51, Jesus Christ. 8-11, Finn Bruiser, 2-0, he continues his momentum, beating established SWF mid-carders, and yeah, 54 rated match, despite not getting a click, 51, Finn Bruiser is a machine, dude. So yeah, but following that, we get an appearance by someone we have not seen in a while. And that's Squeeky McClean. He's been with the company this whole time. He's just been a backstage role ever since his retirement, but we haven't seen him since his retirement. So he gets a little bit of a nostalgia pop, but he cuts straight to the chase. He's like, just straight with the heel heat, like, oh man, does it feel not that great to be back in Illinois, or whatever the fuck he says. And basically, cut to the chase, Squeeky McClean tells Finn Bruiser that he's going to be back in the game, and Joe Sexy's inspired him that he can be in the game and not have to wrestle anymore because he's found himself a client, and he wants Finn Bruiser to take on his client next week. Boom, that's 2 matches pre-booked. We got a World Heavyweight Championship and Finn Bruiser versus a client of Squeeky McClean, so hell yeah, 80 rating, and Squeeky McClean's back, guys. So after that, we have a backstage promo by the Remo, and Remo is fucking pissed, and he's just like, I have been fighting my ass off against Mikey Lau and James Prudence, or whoever the hell stepped in my way, thinking that they can become one of the new top stars of the SWF, and you, Eric, you bring in another one? I don't care if you handpicked your own son to be in this world title match. I'm going to rip his head off of his shoulders before it even gets there. So whoever you are, Eric Eisen Jr., whoever you think you are, you better meet me man-to-man, face-to-face on Supreme TV next week. And I'm going to look you in the eyes, and I'm going to mop the floor with you. 80 rated segment. Crippler not happy. So, yeah. Following that, we have Adam Smasher in the ring. He calls out Lenny Brown. At the pay-per-view, Adam Smasher and Domination jumped Lenny Brown and Rogue. And Adam Smasher says, "Do you think I'm some sort of joke, Lenny? I, personally, and my two companions have been fighting with all of our might to prevent monopolies and hostile takeovers of the SWF, and you go and you recruit Rogue into your little cult? I don't think so, Lenny. If the world is watching, I'm going to take that North American title from you, and I'm also going to take your life force, okay? You're a dead man, Lenny." And before Lenny can respond, Rogue then comes out. I don't know if I might have botched that, but Rogue wasn't out, and then Rogue comes out and he says, "Captain, I don't know what the hell happened to you, man, but Lenny Brown earned my respect through and through at that pay-per-view. And he's got me this, he made me realize this whole new lease on life." What, that doesn't make any sense, 64. What the fuck does that mean? He got me to take a step back and reevaluate just everything. I'm so sick of being like you. Just an asshole for no reason. I don't know what went wrong in your little messed up brain, Adam. But you make me sick. So if you want to take on Lenny Brown, you're going to have to go through me. Next week, if you can beat me, I'll take a step back. I won't even be at ringside for your guys' North American title match. But I want the chance to take you out myself before it even gets that far. 3 matches pre-booked for next week's show. I did some fucking pre-booking, guys. Don't worry. 88 rated segment. Adam Smasher's great. 3-minute match. Awesomeness defeat the Sunshine Connection. The Awesomeness made their challenge. Hey, dude, Jefferson got a fucking 80 on a 3-minute match. The Awesomeness made their challenge at the pay-per-view. They were high on adrenaline. They did an impromptu Simply Awesome shit talk. And they challenged the World Tag Team Champions, getting a dominant victory here tonight. They don't leave the ring because they know that Hawaiian Crush are going to answer their call. Maybe, not maybe, whatever. They know Hawaiian Crush are going to respond to what they said. So they wait for Hawaiian Crush, and Hawaiian Crush come out. A little bit theatrics, but mainly serious. And High Flying Hawaiian says, "You think you're the only ones high off adrenaline? Because me and Akuma, we're feeling pretty high right now. Because we don't think that you could even lace our boots lately. If you want the tag team titles, then take them from us. Next week, Awesomeness versus Hawaiian Crush. No excuses. We're not going to challenge you right now. No excuses. I was on a roll. No excuses. Next week, mono and mono, mono and mono. 74 rated match, another pre-book match. I'll go through the full pre-book card at this point. So yeah, that's another SWF World Tag Team Championship match next week. Hawaiian Crush are just fucking, they're insane lately. So we cut backstage. Brandon James and Spencer Spade are sitting with each other. What a long way these two have gone. They're just the best of friends now. And Chrissy Angel walks in, and she's like, "Guys, I've been thinking. You're teaming tonight. First time you guys are ever teaming. And we don't even have a tag team name." And Spencer Spade's like, "Oh, fuck, you're right." And Brandon James like, "Oh no, what are we going to do?" Chrissy Angel says, "Oh, I got it covered." She pulls out t-shirts that just say, "Big Money Makers." And then there's a pause. And then they're just fucking, they love it. This is fucking great. The Big Money Makers, Brandon James and Spencer Spade. They rejoice. They put on the shirts. Oh, what a great segment we got. Followed by a scary segment by Scythe, where he's in his dark room with John Greed, and he's just For those of you that remembered my first appearance here in 2020, I showed up on When Hell Freezes Over, and I said that a certain individual, his vengeance coming their way, they'll pay for their sins. Well, I'm afraid for Rocky Golden. Hell is about to freeze over. It's all gonna come crashing down, Rocky. Your friend Valiant felt a quarter of my wrath. But Rocky, you will feel everything. Every inch of force I have, I will unleash upon you. And as God is my witness, you will not be left standing. You'll be lucky to be left alive. 79 rated segment. Angry Gilmore versus Charger Siaki. Who would have guessed Angry Gilmore won? Oh my god, sky high elbow. Good job, Angry Gilmore. Round of applause. But the whole reason this match happened was just so he could get jumped by the Rat Pack after the match. And yes, the Rat Pack. We all thought the feud was over. Angry Gilmore tried to move on, fight the Crippler. He was unsuccessful. We all thought it was over, but it wasn't. Hollywood, Monty Trescar, Paul Huntington, Justin Sensitive, all lay him out. Well, it's more so the Rat Pack jump him, and then once he's already beaten down, Hollywood comes out, gives him one final kick on the chest, and says, "You didn't think we were done, did you? Yeah, I let you move on for a little bit. I needed to relax. I needed to recoup. But you didn't really think that you were done with us." So, take this as a little wake-up call, Gilmore. 91. Fuck yeah. We have a quick trio promo. Half video package, half promo. The three men in our main event, Joey Morgan, Randy Unleashed, and ZWB. It's been decided these are the three men fighting tonight, where the winner will get a world title match against the Crippler next week. And they all just kind of call their shot. They're like, no, I'm winning this match. I'm winning this match. They're not like fighting with each other. They're all doing individual promos. They just all happen to call their shot. So two of these guys are going to be really embarrassed at the end of the night. It is now time for the long-anticipated Big Money Makers and Bear Bukowski versus Hernandez, Parker, and Robbie Retro. And the match goes kind of exactly how you'd think. Bear Bukowski's a beast. However, Spencer Spade and Brandon James keep tagging themselves in for spotlight reasons. And so in the end, Joe Sexy has to interfere to help his guy take the victory. Bear Bukowski gets the pin on, or makes Jimmy Hernandez tap out following interference from Joe Sexy. And yeah, decent match, 74 rated segment. Pretty good. And then we have a real meeting of the minds here as the Crippler meets up with Adam Smasher. And so Adam Smasher's sitting in his locker room. He's not even doing anything. He sees the Crippler walk in. And for those of you that don't remember, Adam Smasher tried to cash in his Everything to Gain contract at the very end of Awesome Impact 2020. So he looks at Crippler. He's like, "Now, Crippler, I completely respect what you're trying to do for this company, and I'm really happy that, of all people, you are the world champion. Adam, I got a fucking question for you. Who the hell do you fucking think you are? Who do you think you are? Do you really think you can take me on? Because you can't. You're so far beneath me that I didn't even consider you a threat. I had my guard down so hard that I didn't even think that." Isn't that what you're always trying to say, is that you're trying to stop monopolies? The fuck is this? Whose side are you on, Adam? Are you truly on our side? Or are you just spewing bullshit? So God help me, Adam, if you ever try that shit again, I will rip your legs off and beat your two henchmen with them. Now, Cripple, you can't take it personally. You're right. You're right. I'm a cock. I'm sorry. If I fucking see your face again, Adam, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he slams the door on his way out. that is the first time Adam Smasher's ever backed down from anybody. Dude, Crippler's a scary dude. Crippler is a scary dude. So in contrast to that, one of the nicest guys on the entire roster is, of course, Rocky Golden. And Rocky Golden gives his final health update. He's no longer in the hospital. He has fully recovered from the injury that Scythe and John Green inflicted on him. He's made a full recovery, and he cannot wait to return to the ring. Hearing that, out come the Rat Pack. Hollywood Brett Starr, he's like, you can't wait to get back to the ring? I can't wait to kick some old motherfuckers' asses. You saw what I did to Angry Gilmore? I'm going to do that same thing to you next week. Mano a mano. So yeah, Rocky Golden and Hollywood Brett Starr will main event next week. And in our main event, Joey Morgan, Randy Unleashed, ZWB. This would probably be a really fun match, I hope. And 80, oh my god, hell yeah. It was a great match too. ZWB allegedly carried. However, in the end, Joey Morgan picks up the victory, pinning Randy Unleashed with the Empire Spiral. I like to imagine that like midway through the match, Joey Morgan gets hit by ZWB and Randy Unleashed old tag team finisher, whatever it was, and then the two look at each other like, you just fucking do that? And then proceed to beat the shit out of each other. But yeah, in the end, Randy Unleashed, what I like to imagine happens is Joey Morgan hits the Empire Spiral on ZWB. Randy throws Joey Morgan out of the ring, tries to steal the victory, but he takes slightly too long, and Joey actually lands on his feet, runs right back in the ring, breaks up the pin, hits the Empire Spiral on Randy Unleashed, gets like a completely decisive victory, hitting his finish on both brothers, so there's like no way you can say like ZWB got screwed or anything. Joey Morgan gets a completely decisive victory, and the Crippler comes out, and, you know, just a fun crowd brawl. I like to imagine Joey Morgan and the Crippler could have a really fun crowd brawl, and I think they're fun ways to end the show. So they probably brawl until we run out of time, and 84, 90 fucking 2. Dude, like, it feels so goddamn good to be Supreme. You guys have no idea how legendary it is to be Supreme. And, so I feel like a lot of TCW fans are going to be repeating what Adam Smasher says when I see their fucking rating. Oh, I'm a cuck. Yeah, you watch TCW, you're a cuck. I'm sorry. There's no other way around it. Let's see. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck out? What the fuck is this, man? What is it? Dude, the Behemoth's main event run. What the hell is this shit? Dude, fucking Joey Morgan, CW, and Randy Unleashed have like match of the year candidate, and you're fucking Joshua. This isn't a war. Get this shit out of my face. Goodbye. Elemental invents a new move. Good for him. Can TCW invent a good fucking storyline? No, they can't. Extinction's been recovered. Can we recover TCW booking? Okay, I'm going to do this for hours if I don't stop myself. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the Return to the SWF, and I hope you all have realized how stupid TCW is and how awesome SWF is. How supremely awesome and how shit talk TCW is. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you back for episode number 15 of the Return to the SWF.